What's up, guys? Welcome back to Wilson Brothers Ranch. I'm Chase, and it's day 2 of the jarring process. Again, we are not professionals in any way, and we are just now starting the jarring process. We've researched a little bit, and we think we have a pretty good setup. We decided to go with the brand Ball, and we got these oxygen absorbers with a little jar sealing. And since that one worked so well in the first episode, we decided to get 2 more. Now that we got these charged up, it's ready to get to action. And in case anyone missed this on the first episode, this is the super simplistic VP05. It fits the regular mouth mason jar, and if you take this attachment off, it fits the wide mouth mason jars as well. Once it's firmly attached to the lid of your mason jar, just click the on button and wait for it to do its thing. Then it'll automatically shut off after 1.5 minutes. It even has a little battery gauge. And here's what we're working with for episode 2. We got some beans and pasta. Now we have 3 of these vacuum sealers. We can go ahead and start doing 3 at a time and make it a lot faster. We're gonna start with our beans. These come in 20-ounce bags, and we're gonna be putting these in 32-ounce jars. Now my thought process is to do all 10 of these bags and 10 of these jars, because they'll fit, and then just do 3 oxygen absorbers at a time. You definitely don't want these out of the jar and exposed to oxygen for long. But enough of that, let's just get to work. All right, now I'm gonna go ahead and start putting my 10 bags of beans and my 10 jars. So we'll go ahead and open them up and put them all in there at once. Okay, and these 15 bean soups are the Cajun style, so it has this little seasoning packet. So I'll put that right in the middle and then just pour the rest in there. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and take the lid off our oxygen absorbers, and I'm gonna show y'all exactly how tight this vacuum sealer gets these jars. So just barehanded, trying to use fingernails. Yeah, it's stuck on there, and there's no lid holding it on. So that's to prove y'all that this vacuum sealer does really work. And we have 2 different options to try to open up this jar. We have a 3D printed option we got off Amazon, and we have this one with a little keychain that came with the box that this vacuum sealer came in. So they knew that you're gonna need this jar breaker, whatever you wanna call it. So here we have our little keychain, but I really wanna test out this 3D printed one because it has a magnet up here. So it kind of just stays on the jar no matter what. I think that's pretty unique, and it's 3D printed, so why not? So I'm gonna use this. Yeah, I could definitely hear a suction come off that. So super quick, we need to get these in here. Let's get 3 of these oxygen absorbers here, and we'll get the cap back on and screw it down. So I'm not gonna go ahead and seal that one, but I will seal my first 3 jars. So there we go. We go, and here we go. Oopsies, wrong one. Come on, focus on what you're doing here. All right, so I have my first 3 jars, and I'm gonna go ahead and take my attachment off, make sure it's on there all the way, and get started. I think that got a really good bite down on that. All right, we'll go with our second one. Just wanna make sure these are firmly on there. Super simplistic, and there's not been a whole lot of times where we had issues with this, other than when we've had a little bit of a dent or a bend in one of our lids. So here we go. All right, we got the first 3 setting up. I'll go ahead and put the oxygen absorbers in these when I'm ready to close them up. That way these oxygen absorbers stay out of oxygen for the longest amount of possible time. So we want these in the jar, transferred into jars, and then sealed as fast as possible, pretty much. So this one's already done. We're just waiting on these next 2.
to be there and baby dance the night away. I let my head down if I want. Don't you just get tired?
All right, we got all 10 jars filled up with beans, and I only ended up having one oxygen absorber left, so I went ahead and added it to the other jar. And now, since it's a smallmouth jar, there we go, line up my lock points and lock it down. Nope, forgot that I don't need that on there. And now my oxygen absorbers are gonna stay nice and fresh, including that one that I just had left in a jar today. So that's what's cool. You can open these jars up and just completely re-vacuum all that oxygen back out. So I'll go ahead and put my last color on the beans. There we go. All right, beans are all done. And now all we have to work on is noodles.
Maybe you will find that there is more to life than being pretty. Honey, let's just face it. You can do better. Let me show you what a good time looks like. You can do better. So much better. I don't fit into your box. Beauty queens without no flaws.
All right, now we have our next 23 jars set out, and we can go ahead and get started on our, I don't even know what this is. It's pasta, obviously. And before we get started, I just want to say real quick, these are standard mouth size. So these are a little bit smaller than the larger jars we were canning. So I will go ahead and add my attachment. All I have to find is this little red line and line it up with my marks. And it's that easy to kind of fit it in place and lock it in. And I'm ready to go for the smaller ones. Why is that pull tab even there? Can I reseal the packet? Interesting. Not gonna work. There we go. All right. I didn't work. Come on now. I'm trying to do this without the funnel. Just messing myself up. All right. The key is getting it opened correctly and not splitting the bag in two. Like that. When it splits in two, that's how you know you're not doing life correctly. Don't. It landed in another jar. That one didn't. Or those. That's fine. Everything's fine.
By your side, lost in every move, writing down your smile. Baby, hold me tight, let me trace your lies. Keep it low, cause you dropping it down. We gon' boogie to the
Now that I have all 23 jars completely filled with different type of pastas, except this one. So I just have two different type of pastas here. Doesn't really matter. They all go to the same place. I'm sure they all taste the same until you add sauce. So I'll go ahead and start adding the lids and putting my oxygen absorbers right on top.
Hey, give me another minute of your time. We'll turn it upside down. Can be sick all night, cause we'll switch it up inside out. And I give all that you want. Let me make you say left, right, up and down. Let's fall in love, backtrack and do it over.
Well, I already know 3 of these are gonna take up probably like 13 of these. So I don't even know if I have enough jars for these 3 bags. I guess we'll find out, like right now.
Right on top of mine, lost in every groove, holding down your spine. Baby, hold me tight, we gon' be alright. Keep it low, cause you dropping it down. We gon' boogie to the sundown, oh. Baby girl, you look so fine, fine, fine. 아무 생각 없이 can't we tune it out. Show you all I know.
All right. We are now bringing these super carefully to the pantry. It's a lot of rattling going on.
Can be sit all night, 'cause we'll switch it up inside out, and I give all that you want. Let me give it all. Let me make you say left, right, up and down. Let's fall in love, backtrack, and we do it over, baby. Do it over. Let me make you say left, right, up and down. Let's do it all night. We're never getting sober, baby. Never getting sober. Let me make you say left, right, up and down. Let's fall in love, backtrack, and we do it over.
And looking at it from in here, it definitely doesn't seem like a lot. But I know just doing a couple jars a day is eventually going to help my family in the long run. Please, guys, let us know down in the comments if you think jarring is worth our time and effort. If you guys have ever jarred, if you have experience in jarring, period, if you have any crazy stories or anything that you think we should know, please, please let us know. We are just beginning and we'd love to hear from you guys. What's up, guys? Welcome back to Wilson Brothers Ranch. My dad and I are back with another jarring video, and today we're going to try to do these coffee beans. And the reason why we're doing these unique dark colored is just because we think it's going to look cool. That's the only reason. And we are going to be bagging this Ruta Maga coffee. This is actually from Mexico. This is what's called single source. So this is usually sourced in somewhere alone, one place. In this instance, it's over 1,500 different sharecroppers kind of coming together, and we're getting this packaged in El Paso, Texas. Most coffees get collected from pretty much all over the world, kind of a unique blend, and it's packaged wherever it's packaged for the cheapest. So this is actually organic shade-grown coffee beans. So we'll go ahead and put these in here and get them sealed. All right, go ahead and open it up here, and we will use our funnel and just get started. That's about it. All right, so 1 5-pound bag filled up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and like 3/4. So yeah, I think we'll have enough for these 2 bags. Coffee smells great, by the way. And yes, in theory, we could pre-ground this, eliminate a lot of the oxygen in here, but I think it's gonna taste a lot fresher if we freshly ground this. In the apocalypse, that's living bougie. So.
So we're gonna need our blue jars too.
Oh, probably.
That's been a lot further than I thought.
Yeah, that's about a full one. So we'll go ahead and get these collector edition ball jars. And yeah, put these away. I'm thinking this one, these 2.
I'll get this out of here, that spoon.
Yeah, that's my fault.
That is exciting. It's called skills right there. Oh, drop it. Alright, so how much is left?
Just to fill some of these up, like they're a little empty. Use a little spare room in there. As long as we still fit our oxygen absorber pack in there, that's all I really care about.
And we can fill up the grinder as well.
That is true. Yeah. All right. I'm gonna go ahead and put the rest of this in the grinder in the kitchen. See y'all in a second.
I'll do it.
Yes, sir.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
Bend the lid up.
Forget. But I actually like using that 3D printed jar opener more than the metal one that everyone else is using.
Oh,
Yes, sir. And next up, we're gonna try this pre-ground Pete's coffee. This is the dark roast, organic French roast. Tastes like chocolate truffle and some other flavors. We'll go ahead and put these in the other jars. And we're just using this as short term, be using this pretty quick. So we are not gonna be putting oxygen absorbers. We're just gonna be sucking all the oxygen out with the jarring vacuum tools.
and yes, we call it jarring, not canning. If you hate that, please leave 1,000 comments. Is that all you want in there?
I can't tell what's in there yet. It's hard to tell.
For it.
Yep, like that. Just like that. It's really hard to tell what's in there when you're working something like ground.
Hold up.
Yep.
Bottom drawer.
Mm-hmm. Yes, sir. Got the bottom jar. Nicely done. Nicely done.
I got some of that.
Yep.
Hard to believe how much fits in a bag compared to a jar.
I know. That looking pretty full. Yeah, I can still get a little bit more. And just a little bit left. And that is it. All right, let's go put these in the pantry. All right, and these are going just under here where the coffee machines are. And we'll start with our whole coffee beans down here at the bottom. And believe it or not, these are pretty lightweight. So I'm not really worried about the drawer slides getting too much weight on them, because some of these jars do get really, really heavy after you're getting them full with rice or salt, sugar, anything you can put inside these things, they get extremely heavy.
Put these on the other one.
Yes, sir. That's full, and we will work on this one. All right, so we have our pre-ground coffee, our whole bean coffee, and some more pre-grounds. Something like that. Thanks so much for watching. We'll see y'all in the next jarring video.